So after I gave the students the survey and developed these questions, I brought these questions to one of our Teacher Academy days, and I asked them, well, how can I make a change in my classroom to help my students have more time, how I can slow down, in my instruction and spend more one-on-one time with them. And immediately, almost everyone came to the conclusion that what I needed to do was to record my daily lessons. So this was my new teaching strategy, to start recording my daily lessons. And I thought about doing a math demonstration, but instead of that, I'm just going to show you what benefits occurred from recording my daily lessons. So every time I make one of these videos, I work hard in coming up with a learning target. So let's write a learning target for this video. Show the benefits and the costs of recording daily lessons in Algebra 2. And what I do is I record it just like this, each lesson, and then the students when they come to class, they watch the lesson, and most of the students are watching the lesson on their phones. We found that to be a little quicker and more efficient. Some of the students do check out a computer to watch the lesson. And while they're watching the lesson, I can walk around the room and ask students to pause if I need to talk to them about something or go over a test or a quiz with them. And so that has really done exactly what I wanted it to do. And it has given me more time to work with students individually. So that'll be my first benefit: extra time to work with students one-on-one. Sometimes students will pause the video at a certain point and ask me to come over and re-explain something, and that works really well. If I notice that a student is still struggling with a concept when we go over homework, I go over to them and ask them to pause their video so I can re-explain something there. And like I mentioned earlier, it's a great way to go over tests and quizzes and explain to students what they did wrong. So this has been a big benefit. The other thing that I really wasn't thinking about is how well it accommodates different learning styles. So one way this works really well is students that work at a slower pace can take their time with the notes. They can pause the video for writing notes. And I had a student that did continually struggle excuse me, with keeping up with the notes as I was doing them on the board. And that caused a big problem because I would slow down for that student and let them catch up, and then I would lose a lot of the other students. They would start talking and messing around, and it would take me a while to get the class back on track again. And so this completely takes care of that. Students can work at their own pace. They feel like they're more in control of the lesson. Students that understand quickly can move through the lesson quickly and get to their homework. So really it helps students of all levels. Students that want to dig in deeper, watch the video multiple times. They especially tell me they do that like right before a test or a quiz. So that's been really great. I really feel like students are more involved and engaged with the lesson. I mentioned that some students were easily distracted or distracting others, and this is completely taken care of because now when you walk into the room, everyone is completely quiet. They're watching the video, and so there's no way to distract other people. The people that want to distract are just busy watching, and the people that want to concentrate are also busy watching. So that's kind of taken care of that as well. Just realized I misspelled engage there. Now another benefit is that I developed the lesson a lot more thoroughly. So more planning goes into each lesson. What I do to prepare for the lesson is I make notes. I have to pre-prepare the notes, and that makes me really think about my learning targets and what I really want the students to get out of each lesson. It also helps I go back and make sure the homework matches up with each learning objective. So I feel like my lessons are a lot stronger with this extra planning. And there's a lot of other benefits that I'm not going to go into right now, but one of the main things that I can count as a benefit is that students have really loved the change. They enjoy it. I have asked them several times by interviewing them or giving them exit slips if they want me to keep doing the videos, and it's almost always unanimous that they want me to keep doing the videos. So I really, it makes a teacher happy if their students are happy. Now there are a few costs to doing these videos, so there's not a lot, but I thought I would bring those up as well. Since it does take me a lot more planning, I would consider that extra time a cost. So each lesson takes extra time. Making these videos is time consuming and it uses up most of my planning periods. So that's putting a little pressure on my time. I have to do more work as far as grading and things like that in the evenings. It's not perfect. Some students are still not motivated to do well. I'm not sure if you can ever get a class that's completely motivated, even though that's our goal. There are some students that will put their head down while they're watching the video. I do go around and try to, keep that from happening. I do walk around and make sure that everyone is actually watching the video, but I feel like overall the benefits definitely outweigh the costs. So let's look at the test data now and see if that is shown also through the data.